And here she is doing atomic blast. Hey guys, welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
Hey, my name's Arnes.
And today we got a new packaging.
I'm sorry, I had to open it.
Yeah, because I think it was already open when you got it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so Arnes got a packaging, and as you can see, it's a wee bit smushed. Totally understand why it was lost for a few days.
Yes, like this package was supposed to be here about a week ago, and then it kept saying that it was processing through this facility for 11, was it? Yeah, about 11 days.
Yeah, then it finally showed up, and yeah, it's a little bit smushed. So, but
It came open. It even came open.
yeah, so on a high note, he didn't even have to open it. Which, funny thing is, this isn't from China. We actually ordered this legitly. It's just kind of came and smushed, so we decided to do it on this channel just because, yeah, it's a little silly, and just show you guys how much horrible luck Arnes has with ordering figures.
Yeah, like I'm still done. Like legitly, like I'm done. Like I said that last time, and I'm probably gonna lie to you because I'm ordered what's it for $2.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna order more things. But what's in here is a High School DxD PVC statue.
Oh.
Barcodes right there.
Steve's gonna have to edit that part.
Yeah, Steve's gonna have to edit a little bit. And what we have here is Rias Gremory from High School DxD, which you'll see there's a little bar right here because she's partially nude inside the packaging because I forgot to swap the stuff out. But essentially what this is just scantily clad girl, comes with a pole. And overall, you can tell the box is pretty fudging destroyed. So this is mainly going to be going in the garbage. So now that we have her opened up out of her cardboard prison, first she comes with a accessory dancing pole, which all you do is you just insert this onto the stand here. Pretty simple stuff.
Which so far, I mean, it's winning in the accessories.
Yes. And then for her other accessory, which, if you don't want her breasts actually covered up on the figure, she comes with this, which, actually I have it upside down and backwards because I'm not going to show you guys the other side of this. But she does come with an accessory piece that does let you actually replace hers with more revealing accessories.
She's winning!
Which is the main reason why you'd probably be buying this figure, and other than just the giggity pose. But all you really do is she has a peg hole here on the bottom of her feet. It's peg right on the stand here. You're just going to put her on top of the peg.
Steve's going to peg her right on there.
Oh, yeah. Which actually is a pain in the freaking butt to get her on here. Right back, guys. But anyways, we got Rias Gremory here, which it's Gremory. My apologies. Realize I was fudging it up for part of this video. Again, really bad with names.
You're failing me, Steve.
I know. But overall, figure is actually awesome looking once you get it on the stand, where she's clinging onto this pole right here, which mainly you see this outfit at the credit scenes of High School DxD. So it's really cool that this actually has some incorporation into the anime. But overall, going over some of her closer details. But first, for starters, this isn't actually a bootleg figure. We've come to the conclusion that this is actually a legit figure, because mainly we got it from an actual company. And also just some of the damage that you see on this figure, like some of the scuffs are mainly just from the shipping, which is kind of a bummer. Main reason why we're doing it over here just because she does have some issues. But overall, starting with her head sculpt, actually is really, really pretty. Overall, really like how they did the eyes here. Looks very accurate to the anime. Has a more open mouth, like she's a little exhausted, just like more of a surprise look, like ho ho. The hair actually looks really nice on here as well. Overall, really like the paint job too, where the top of her hair is actually in this nice red shade. But once you come down to the rest of the hair, it's actually translucent plastic. Like, getting some more lighting in here. It actually reflects off of there very nicely. Plus, you can see part of the figure through the plastic, which is awesome. And moving down to her hands, look really nice as well, where she has these really nice, I'm going to say gloves.
There's more erotic name to it, but we'll call them gloves.
Yeah, we'll just call them gloves. She even has a little ring on. It's adorable.
It attaches to
but the paint job on the gloves are actually really nice as well. Same with, you know what, just to get the pole out of here, maybe a little bit easier to show you guys. But again, pretty much how she's going to look on the stand. And the stand is just made out of this normal white plastic with this silver decal over top of it, which actually does scuff pretty easily, just to warn you guys in advance. And the pole, just die cast, nothing fancy. Alright, then I'll show you guys the rest of her details. For her chest, actually, it's popping off. How you swap out the body parts is you take the head off, and you remove the chest right here.
Which is harder to remove.
Which is a little bit of a pain in the butt. It just takes some finessing because the little fold here for the fabric here of the brassiere actually gets caught under the arm. And then you just swap out the parts when you want to attach the other ones on. But reassembling real quick. Which is surprisingly pretty easy for this accessory other than the other one. Which, that is freaking terrifying. Like, that's like straight out of a horror movie. Just like, oh, I'm coming to get you.
Where's Ushi and Tora?
Yeah.
You kill it.
But overall, looks really nice. The paint job on here is really great, where you can see some details here on the actual brassiere. Also comes up around here, around a collar, around her neck. Looks really nice as well. Actually, I'm going to pop the head off again just so you guys can get a little bit better look at the paint job. Does actually look really nice. Overall, the body sculpt is actually freaking awesome, where she has a little bit more of a figure to her. Like, she's not super anorexic. Like, she's a little bit more fuller, which is actually really nice. And then come around to the back shot there. Same way you can see the panty region where it has a little bit of frills right here too. Looks really nice. And even has some little bit of white details coming around the top there, which is probably the worst looking part, but it does actually look a little bit better, popping your head back off, on the back side here as well, where it actually comes around all the way, so they didn't really skimp out any of the paint job here. Even has a little bit of details here on the back part of her back, where you see the
butt crack,
spine line, and even the little curves right here. Looks, actually, the details on this thing are actually really surprising. In a good way. Try not to be giggity about it. It's just overall very feminine looking. Looks nice. Same with the legs. You can see right here where we got some of the damage in from the plastic, from the actual shipping, where there's a little bit of scuffs on here, but I'm pretty sure I could take that off with a magic eraser. And yes, Mr. Clean magic erasers are great for this purpose, because I've used it to clean off a few figures, like the Icarus figure that I got a little while back. I used that to clean that figure up really nicely. But the legs look really nice. Same with her boots right here at the bottom. Painted and sculpted very nicely as well. Has some high heels. Yep, her go-go boots. Which, God, those things would be a nightmare to stand in.
How do women walk in those things? I don't know.
I'm sorry you have to wear those.
I am really sorry.
But overall, the sculpt, freaking phenomenal. What'd you pay for this figure?
$12.96.
Yeah, which is surprising, because I imagine that's mainly probably why the box is the way it looks. It might not be from the processing, but because he got this on one of the websites is doing this figure on a really good sale just because they're trying to get rid of them, so I was able to get hold of this figure for super cheap. When you're looking for these figures, sometimes it's just good just to look around, try to find a pretty reasonable price.
I was bored at work and I was just skimming through it, all the websites, and that popped up. I got it, and I was going to order one more for Steve, like a few minutes. I was like, it's only $12, I'll grab another one, and it was already gone, sold out. Yeah.
Which, again, for pretty reasonable. Even like this kind of figure at around the $150 price range, which I think is what she goes for originally.
Yeah,
I know it's a little bit. It seems a little steep, but for anime figures, it's really not that bad, especially for this kind of anime figure. It's just I would have been at that price range really upset with the damage that would have came. But for $12, I can't really complain about it. Also, just to show her real quick how you get her actually on the stand on just the pole portion here, is you're gonna want to just start at the top, you cup her hand around the pole here, start sliding down, and then you insert the pole into the top part of the hand. Just make sure it feeds through the actual grip area. And you just slide it down. And for a quick comparison, here's Rias Gremory compared next to some NECA Pacific Rim figures with the Honkai Brawl, Gypsy Danger, and Coyote Tango. And here's some other anime action figures we have with the Icarus from Heaven's Lost Property and Figma Ryuka Matoi from Kill la Kill.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah?
Steve, why didn't you let me bring some of my other female characters that I have from High School DxD?
Because we have the same issue where we can't show it off because of most of the accessories that are on the figure already.
But, dude,
no boobs. No.
But
no.
Everybody likes
scantily clad. Okay. Boobies. Bad.
Steve.
Only for display purposes. Boobies are awesome. And here she is next to the super collectible TMNT April O'Neil from Playmates.
Actually, here's a better version of her, Steve.
The Pops Classic April O'Neil. Yeah.
Which is actually collectible.
So we're with the Rias statue. Personally, I think this figure is actually really awesome. Especially for the cheap price that Arnes got it at. Looks amazing. Even at retail, seems fine. It's just we just pretty much got for steal, and even with the damaged package and some of the issues that are on the figure because of that. Still reasonable, especially because $12, like, what you gonna do, man? Literally got it for pretty much a tenth of the price.
Yeah, like, I can return it, but, oh, big whoop, $12, you know, it's not gonna break my bank. I'd rather keep her and just clean those little spots off, and she's gonna stay out of the box anyway, so.
Which, even if it did end up being a fake, which pretty much 95% certain that it's not a fake, still awesome fake if it is.
$12, I can't.
Yeah, one of these random ones, like, sometimes you gotta wonder, especially with these figures, especially with how horrible luck Arnes is having. But for the most part, everything seems pretty reasonable that this is the actual legit figure.
So, Steve, I have one issue, though.
Alright.
I have nowhere to put her in my display case. It's completely full.
She fits in mine. But anyways, what do you guys think? Would you guys have picked up this Rias Gremory for $12? Because I know I would have. Please let us know in the comment section below. Help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.